if we are graphing parabolas with x squared and y to the first, we remember from our previous courses y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, or y equals a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. Those were standard form and vertex form of parabolas. Now we're going to look at them from a different perspective. Of course, this reminds us of y equals x squared, because it either opens up, where we said our coefficient of the x squared term was positive, or it opens down, where we said the coefficient of our x squared term was negative. This lowest point, if the parabola opens up, the lowest point is our vertex, hk. Now, probably the key is to start at the vertex. The definition of P is that it is the directed distance. So directed means it comes from the vertex and goes to the focus. If we're going from vertex higher to focus, then P is greater than 0. P is positive. If we're going from vertex down to the focus, then P is negative. When we talk about the definition of a parabola, it is the locus of points that are equidistant from a point, the focus, and a directrix. Meaning that no matter where I draw this line, as long as it's perpendicular to the directrix, this will equal this. Well, the implication of that for us at the vertex is that if this distance is P, the absolute value of this distance is also P. So that will help us figure out how far down below the vertex we will find the directrix. If the directrix is horizontal, it will be of the form y equals something. And of course I could come up with h and relative to h and k, but I think it's easier just to remember, if you go up p, then go down p. In this case, if we go down p, then the absolute value here would be that we're going up p to find the directrix. And again, this would be y equals something. It would actually be k minus p. But that's not so important. What's more important is just to say, if whatever distance is there, flip it and do the same distance in the other direction to figure out where this horizontal line will be. No matter what, if it opens up or down, our equation will have an x squared term and a y to the first term. So both of these that I'm putting in these blue clouds are the same equation. X minus h squared equals 4p times y minus k. Well, you might ask, what is this 4p? Well, if I go down p, I'm going to go right 2p and left 2p. Here I'm going right 2p and left 2p. So that means at the focus we have something called a focal width, also known as the latus rectum. This focal width tells you how wide your parabola is in one specific spot at the focus. So once we go down P, if we go left 2P and right 2P, we can find these additional points, XY and XY, on our parabola. However wide your parabola is at the focus, that number will show up here. That represents P. If it opens up, 4P will be positive. If the parabola opens down, 4P will be negative.